Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. A solid gold Bible has been found while metal detecting. You'll never guess how old it is. Let's explore. A fascinating story indeed. I actually saw this several days ago, but as is the case, we've got some good, faithful viewers of the community who know that I like to cover stories like this. And Cybercurrent Twitcher and Doctor Who shared this information with me via email. A fascinating story. We're looking at this from the BBC. The metal detectorist finds a small gold Bible near York in the United Kingdom. I love stories like this, and I do like to cover these types of stories. I have a playlist called Found Precious Metals Treasure, and it seems like we're seeing more and more of this type of thing, especially as we work our way through the pandemic. But there's a lot of places that are rich in history, and folks are out there trying to discover, and they are finding really cool things like this little charm here. A small gold Bible, once perhaps owned by a medieval aristocrat or royal, has been found by a metal detectorist. A National Health Service nurse, Buffy Bailey from Lancaster, found the book while searching farmland near York with her husband Ian. Of course, by book, it means charm here. The 600-year-old object, wow, 600 years old this thing is, which is just 0.5 inches or 1.5 centimeters long, could be worth more than 100,000 pounds, Miss Bailey said. An expert described it as an exceptionally unique artifact, which would have originally been owned by someone incredibly wealthy. And Mrs. Bailey, who is 48, said she and her husband chose York for detecting because they knew it had a lot of history. Yes, indeed. So with permission from the landowner, Mrs. Bailey said she got a signal straight away. Yes, indeed. That's what the Brits say, straight away, as opposed to being right away. Not. So I wonder what would be the case if she got a signal later, or not right away, but maybe a curved way. Would that mean later? Or what if it was the right way? It would be the wrong way. So would a curved way be wrong? I don't know. But nonetheless, moving ahead, I dug down 5 inches and it was just there. I still didn't believe it was anything special. And here you can see Mrs. Bailey holding the charm in her hand here. And she originally thought it was from the gift shop. It was only when she cleaned the item she realized she had found something special and not a charm from a gift shop. It was so heavy and shiny, just absolutely beautiful. And we all know the gold has a special quality. It has that density. It is the second most densest precious metals that are traded on the trading platforms, between only platinum being more dense. The object weighs just 0.2 ounces, about 5 grams, and is either 22 or 24 karat gold. So very pure gold, and is thought to date back to the 15th century. It's engraved with images of St. Leonard and St. Margaret, patron saints of childbirth, and could have been an object used for protection during the pregnancy and childbirth. And look at the intricate carvings on such a small piece of gold here. Amazing indeed. Here's another look at the image from the back, and Mrs. Bailey's husband here. And very interesting to see kind of that level of detail, and kind of a little bit of a closer look of the actual image of the Bible from the other side. Shows that it is quite an amazing little charm. It almost appears that at the bottom here to have a hole, perhaps a chain to go through, but it's really difficult to see the other side to see exactly where that comes out or how that would be displayed. But nonetheless, at about 5 grams of gold, you can imagine it is quite thick and pretty dense and heavy in the hand. And that's just it. The nature of gold being the most one of the most densest elements out there, and retaining its beauty. I imagine it was probably in the condition that you see it here under the ground, just a bit of dirt on it, because gold does not react. And so when you find it, I can understand how she may have thought it was just a charm a modern day charm or what have you, that you would get at a gift shop. Nonetheless, that's one of the reasons why gold is so special. Interesting indeed. And there you can see it on found the object almost as soon as she arrived at the location very quickly there. Look how detailed that is there. Wow. So it was found on land near property once owned by Richard III, who reigned from 1483 to 1485, and it is speculated that it could have been owned by a female relative of his or his wife, Anne Neville. It has been compared to the Middleham jewel, a gold pendant set with a blue sapphire found at Middleton Castle about 40 miles away, also once owned by Richard III and the Neville family. Julian Evan Hart, editor of Treasure Hunting magazine, said the book was an exceptionally unique historical artifact. The artwork is clearly iconographic and bears a close resemblance to the Middleham jewel. There is every possibility that it was made by the same artist. Whoever had it commissioned must have been incredibly wealthy, Mrs. Bailey said. There's nothing else like it in the world. It could be worth £100,000 or more. Yorkshire Museum of Art is assessing the item before evaluation is set. At that point, the museum may decide to buy the item. The museum paid £2.5 million to acquire the Middleham jewel back in 1992. So who knows? It could be a big windfall for Mrs. Bailey and her husband. That would be quite interesting indeed. What an amazing find. I have a playlist of other stories like this, found precious metals treasures. If you're interested in checking those out, it'd be a nice way to enjoy essentially a podcast for a long trip or what have you. And I do put these in that playlist. And I do like to cover stories such as this. But amazing. This is quite unique indeed. This gold Bible, found metal detecting, over 600 years old, rich with history. As is always the case, we could maybe find places like this and situations like this where finding a precious metal treasure such as this could help rewrite history, or maybe confirm what has already been written. Either way, it's fascinating indeed. If you found this enjoyable, I do hope you will engage in the comments section below, and also to press that thumbs up button. It really does help. If we could get one thumb up for every view, oh, that would be fantastic. Who knows? Maybe this will be the video that does it. You never know. Either way, I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and to encourage you to again rate and share this video on other platforms with your family and friends. Comment and subscribe.